I'm gonna say this right now. YouTube has won. I quit. I'm putting video game footage behind me. It's way easier. I make 3 videos a week, okay? I know it's cliche. I know everybody does it. Sue me. It's so much easier. So, everyone's retiring, huh? Tom Scott, Captain Sparkles, Meat King, Patt. They're all retiring. Even Joel Haver, the most creative man on YouTube, he's retiring. I mean, he's making 12 movies instead of retiring. But you know, same difference. So many people have reacted to all these different videos coming out. It's a big trend. And Patt is definitely the straw that broke the camel's back. So that's why I'm talking about it, instead of the Neurosama video I started working on last week. So many people are stupid, and they didn't watch Patt's entire Goodbye Internet video. Everyone keeps saying, he quit, I'm so sad. But that's not what's happening. Like every other YouTuber, I've been watching game theory on and off for years. And I know it's a little sad. He's not gonna say, that's just a theory, a game theory anymore. But I feel like it needs to be said. We don't own Patt. He doesn't owe us anything. And he doesn't actually need us, and we don't actually need him. He's allowed to retire. He's rich as fuck. He built an entire empire. He has his hands in everything. He's consulted every single channel that's ever existed and every single company. And he sold his company. He's a big deal. He can quit whenever the fuck he wants. The fact that he's stuck around this long shows how much he cares about the art, the fame, the affection, the memes, and the money. But he's not the only person retiring. YouTube has been around for a long time, and everyone's acting like this is a new thing, like nobody's ever retired before, YouTubers have never left. Do you not remember Filthy Frank? You know Joji, the famous musician? He used to be a YouTuber. His name was Filthy Frank, and he created the Harlem Shake. Remember that thing? Yeah, he did that as a joke, and he immediately regretted it, and every single person did that trend. He was the most insane person on the internet. And he left. He retired. Filthy Frank died. He wrote a full book, and then he said goodbye. Another guy even tried to carry the torch and make Filthy Frank regenerate like Doctor Who. But people didn't give a fuck. They hated him. They didn't want someone to steal the concept of Filthy Frank. People seem to act like this is a new thing. PewDiePie retired years ago. He actually retired multiple times, and he still makes videos for fun. After T-Series passed him, he basically said congratulations, he made his song, and he retired. And then 2 years later, when he finally got to move to Japan, he retired again. And then when his son was born, he retired again. He posted every single day until those 3 different events occurred. And each time he left, he couldn't stay away. People have left. It's not new. What about all the people who upload once a year? Have they retired? What about the channels that were deleted? Leafy left because his views were down. Then he came back, and then he was banned forever. Jenna Marbles left, and she vanished because she canceled herself. So many people got canceled. And a lot of these motherfuckers just keep coming back. This isn't new. Patt even says in the video that he's still gonna be around. This is a creative decision. And it's also kind of a marketing campaign. He wants his channel to continue to exist, both artistically and monetarily. So he's making 10 big videos, and this is just a trailer for that. This is just the first in a long line of videos. He's getting everyone to watch him get ready to leave, so that he can keep the shows going with new hosts. He already said he's coming back for special events. Look, I'm a little sad, but more importantly, I'm happy for him. He's pulling a David Tennant. He gets to stop working all the time, and he can show up whenever he wants. I'm scared for the 4 people taking his place. The internet at large will try to destroy them, and hopefully the real fans back them, but it's gonna be a wild ride. When someone creates content, they build a parasocial relationship with their audience. And that relationship goes both ways. The audience has control over what the creator can make. The creator has power over the audience's emotions. The feeling you get from fans is intoxicating. It's like rocket fuel. It makes all the long nights and the stressful projects worth it. For me, it's not about the money. It's not about the fame. It's about the craft. I don't make a penny from any of my videos. It's about the knowledge, knowing that my work is respected, that I've affected another human being with just words and mouse clicks. 1,000 people is a lot of people, and people seem to forget that because it doesn't make money, because only 1 million really makes money. The numbers, the views, the subscribers, those are a bonus. Going full-time on YouTube is a nightmare, where your passion slowly closes in on you, and all that matters is if you're doing well and if the business can stay alive. And I'm getting very close to getting partner. And I've already decided I'm never gonna quit my job. YouTube is better as a hobby. No matter how successful it is, you shouldn't rely on it. Being a YouTuber is not a good career. It's not even close to good. The celebrity, the money, that's a bonus. An incentive to keep making stuff. It's not the reason to make stuff. So many kids growing up, oh, I want to be a TikToker, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. That's not how it works. If I do end up making money one day, I'll be happy, and hell yeah, I'm gonna take it. It's important to be secure and to not have to worry about student loans or my dad being able to keep my childhood home or building a life that can actually secure a family. But there are so many disgusting assholes that are just so fucking greedy that in their content, they blatantly brag about the hustle, about the grind, how it's all about the money. And so many people abuse their power, the power gifted to them. Power and money corrupt, and the need for money affects art. Markiplier is rich as fuck, but the money he makes fuels his creativity, and that's the point. Joel Haver making 12 movies in a year is only possible because of his supporters. The incentive to be successful is what the point is. Not the gold chains, not the Bugattis. Ultimately, I make content because I have to. When I force myself to take vacations, I hate it. It feels wrong and I'm on edge the whole time. I only take breaks because people tell me I should, because I can feel how exhausted I can get, but I never enjoy it. Some people need to be busy. An artist might as well be another word for addict. Some of us need to create. Some of us can't cope without it. And it's hard. It's hard to give all that up. So when I saw Goodbye Internet, I felt it. I knew the heavy weight that he was casting away, and I also knew the drug that he was giving up. I don't know how people can handle it. At a certain point, the numbers lose meaning, and all that really matters at that size is whether or not your business can stay afloat. The employees you support, the lives you change. It can be a heavy burden to bear. So I get why he's going backstage and making a video game, a fashion show, and an ARG lo-fi hip-hop stream. That sounds awesome. So let's not be sad for Patt. Let's be happy that he's moving on. And let's be happy for everyone else who's also moving on. I'm not going anywhere. The thing where I said I quit at the beginning was a joke. I am using B-roll. That is game footage, though. I'm sick of pulling actual footage. It's annoying. But before I go, I want to tell you a personal story. I might cut this out because it's too much, but I have a cautionary tale that I witnessed. I'm sure that most people have stopped watching at this point, but let's get personal and probably parasocial. So, my mom loved dogs. She had a rough life, and dogs helped her cope with everything she had to deal with. And she decided, while having coffee with her sisters, fuck it, I'm gonna open a dog kennel. She worked hard. She got family members to invest, and she started a business. She took out loans, she demolished the forest next to our house, and she built a kennel. A big, shoddy, poorly maintained metal warehouse with cement floors and dozens of cages, and a cute little shop in the front. And for a few years, she was living the dream, meeting interesting people, taking care of their dogs, giving them haircuts, taking care of them while their families went on vacation. She even had some very generous customers that gave her a ton of money. And she took me and my family to Disney World 3 times. It was awesome, and she was never happy. And that's where most of the stories end. But then, things fell apart. The recession hit, less people went on vacation, there were horrible setbacks. My mom watched as the dream she created failed. But she didn't give up. She turned it into a thrift store. She got people to drop off all their useless shit, their old clothes, their furniture, useless crap that nobody wanted, and she funneled it all into this building. And she sold it. She even had my dad build a wall in the back so that it had multiple rooms. It had a storage room in the back for all the trash, and then the stuff could be put in the front to buy. She tried her best to keep the dream alive, to shift it, to adapt it, to change. And she would wait for days sitting out there. She used to have to get real close to the window to get internet because the walls were made of metal. She had no TV, no dogs, no customers. She just waited for customers, but no one came. Slowly, she gave up, and it all fell away. Her health got worse, and it didn't end happy. So what do we learn from all this? Should you give up on your dreams? Was that idea she had while drinking coffee worth it? Well, I'll say, from an outsider's perspective, despite all the pain, all the suffering, it seemed worth it. My mom always said, the only thing that matters in this world is regret. Not regret of what you did, but regret of what you didn't do. She tried, and we got to go to Disney World. She had 14 dogs over many, many, many years. And every time one of them died of old age, she cremated them, and she kept going. Because life isn't about the money. It isn't about the fame or glory or success. It's about the struggle. It's about loss. And most importantly, it's about hope. It's not about living happily ever after. It's about living happily for a little bit, just a few years. Those times, they're what's worth it. And when you don't have those times anymore, you can remember them, and you can look forward for when those times happen again. Creative people change their minds. They move on. People quit. Dreams die. And you move on to new things. All these people, all these creators, these human beings, these artists, they stopped doing the same shit every single day. They stopped waiting in that thrift store. They worked on it, they changed it, they twisted it until they got bored, and then they left. I always wanted to be a filmmaker. I wanted to be a director with my name in big lights. At the end of the credits, I wanted to see my name. Right before a movie, I wanted to see my name. I wanted to tell stories, to escape reality, and help others do the same. But it didn't work. Now, I'm still doing that. I make YouTube videos. I stream. It's not the dream I wanted. It's not a monetary success. I don't get any money from it. In fact, it constantly isolates and vampirically feeds off my energy. The 4-hour streams with no one there, the people who come by and wave only to vanish, the views that will fade away the second I change my content. But I keep going. I might not do this forever. I don't think any YouTuber can do it forever. I might give up on some parts of it, but I will never stop creating, and none of them will either. Out of all these videos that came out, Joel made the best one of all these kinds of videos. He didn't quit. He didn't stop. He decided to go even harder, to make full-ass movies, despite the fact that the algorithm doesn't want it, despite the fact that it will get no views. It was inspiring as fuck. He made me want to do that again. I'm not even close to that, but I know that the second I could make a movie, the second I had a crew that I trusted and the money, I would drop all of this and chase that dream in a heartbeat. But that won't be the end. That's just a new beginning. Everything ends, even the internet. But what will never end is the need artistic people have when they cope with their own mental, physical, and emotional issues by creating something instead of dealing with their own shit. Anyway, I'm Aloni the Bard, and that's how I feel about that. Have a good day. Watch my other shit, or don't. You know, I have a D&D show. It has 0 views, yet I've been posting episodes pretty consistently. I would love it if it got some, but I get it, it's not good enough yet. It will change. It's getting better. And it will probably continue to get 0 views, but I can't stop because I want to make it. Anyway, bye. Check out this other video. It's pretty good. Pretty good video.